Good morning, everyone. So, last time we went and visited a pond, and then we looked at frogs. Now we are going to think about our observations of frogs and what colors we saw. We looked a little bit at Claude Monet's work, and that is going to inspire our color studies for our frogs today, and then we will be able to make our own pond. Let's again take a look at Claude Monet's work. What do you see in Claude Monet's artwork? Let's look a little bit closer. And closer. And closer. I see blobs and blobs of color. And you couldn't even tell that this was a lily pad from close up. It takes standing away from it to see the image. So when you get really close, you can really look at the different colors. So we are going to create a color study of a frog similar to this. The brush stroke is big and bold with a ton of different color. Another way we can observe like Monet is by squinting our eyes and looking at a photo. You can see that the lily pad painting and the photograph look almost the same, just blocks of color. So that's what we're going to do for the frog. I want you to squint your eyes and look at the frog's skin. And you can see what colors do you see. And now we are going to paint all the colors that we see. So now I am going to demonstrate creating the frog color study. So the very first step is going to get out your materials and to get out your colors. Most likely you will see that the frog is green and the frog has some yellows or whites, but it's up to you on how you want to mix them together. Or if you don't want to mix them together and you have pre-made colors, that's fine. You're going to use those colors to create blobs of paint for the skin. So I'm just creating thick strokes of paint. So making sure a lot is on the brush and then going back and forth and adding more and more and adding a bunch of different colors. So here I'm adding different greens, some more light and some more dark. And I mix in some yellows. One method that I use to create a bunch of different blocks of color is also by creating colors that are spread apart. So you can see here I spread the same color apart and then filled in between with a different color. So eventually you will have a complete page of colors that resemble that of a frog. So as you let your frog study dry, you may start creating the second study, which is going to be the last study we do today, of water. So we are going to need some colors that remind us of water or that we see in the water from the image in the lesson plan. So there is a picture of a pond that you can use and look at different blues in the pond or whites. Now I'm just getting out my materials. Again, you can use markers or paint. So now I'm creating big strokes of color just like I did with the frog. And I am going to, again, fill out my page and explore the different colors. So now I have finished and I have a complete page of color. Let me know if you have any questions about today's lesson and have fun painting.